Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and here we have a quick recap, a very fun, high-octane game, high-octane offense game of Wingspan. I decided for our road to ranked, I'm going to be doing recaps of my games, instead of just live playing, because nobody wants to sit here and watch me for an hour think about decisions over blank silence. So, without further ado, let's look at my starting hand. So my starting hand has actually a bunch of solid birds. This is a solid starting bird, so these are all solid starting birds. But take a look at our first objective. Our first objective is birds in blue. So what I decided is, hey, it's always good in this game to be able to do two things in one habitat, if not all three. So I said, why don't we develop a food engine in the bluebird area? So I have this, which lets me gain one wheat from the supply, and obviously this one. Obviously this is a double-edged sword of a bird because it rewards, your opponent's free birds or free food as well. However, if you have a lot of advantage, if you can out-advantage their advantage, it'll be beneficial in the wrong one. So I decided to take these two, and then in terms of the bonus cards, since I already had two birds that I was guaranteed to play that were 4 points or more, I decided, fuck it, let's try my luck with the wingspan, with the bigger wingspan birds. As you'll see later, that was definitely not the correct move. Let's see. How do we press play on this shit? Next move. Yep, so that's everybody. Bing, bang, bang, bing, bang. I don't go first, so LSCRL decides to go first. Updating game situation. Is this like in real time? Like, come on. We can't. Okay. There we go. So I'll just keep clicking that. I'm also learning how to do Board Game Arena's replay system. So, I think LSCRL decides to draw this bird. Yeah. Not really too much of consequence. For the most part, we'll be watching our gameplay. So I go ahead and start off with this guy. Boom. We confirm. It's kind of irrelevant. Like I don't know. This game is about engine building. There's a little bit of like analysis of what your opponent does. Like, see, this doesn't really mean anything to me at the moment. Let's keep going. LCRL, or whatever his name is, he decides to play a bird. He ends up playing the bird that he just drew. See, nothing uneventful. Now we're going to go ahead and draw, because we end up getting this bird right here. Obviously this bird is very easy. This is very easy to play. It has a star nest on it, so it'll be helpful for objectives in round 2, objectives in round 4. Also, I was thinking maybe I could get lucky and draw a bonus card, and get the one that says get 2 points for every bird with a wild card food in it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna grab that bird. I'm going to go to the wetlands anyway, because I'm gonna go ahead and get the 1 wheat thanks to this bird's ability, so that I can play the hummingbird. That is indeed the double-edged sword. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and gain this shit. And now let's see what Gummy does. So Gummy goes ahead and lays eggs. Like I said, still nothing relevant. It's just here we're just watching the engine build. Homeboy gets food. LSCRL gets food, right? Yep. And then we all gain one from the supply. This is also what really helped me this game. Like, he had, I think both of them had like things that were giving me food, so it was pressing my already ridiculous advantage. Well, advantage is not ridiculous yet. I have to obviously lay eggs so I can play this bird. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see, Gummy, anything relevant, good sir? He just draws a card. He drew it from. No, he drew a middle card. Should always be observant of those. Like I said, it doesn't really matter whatever the fuck he drew, because it didn't end up mattering in the grand scheme of things here. So LSCRL decides to play a bird? No, he lays eggs as well. So he's on the same page as I am, laying eggs. He's getting ready to play his second bird. So this is actually perfect for me because he's building his, 2-bird food engine. So getting more food from this bird is redundant because he's going to have a slow time drawing cards. So this is actually perfect for me. This is how you can kind of get extra advantage or a leg up on your opponents in this game. So I go ahead and finally decide to play this bird. So now I'm drawing 2 cards and getting 2 food. If I time this bird correctly, I'm always getting 2 food. Yes, one of them is guaranteed to be wheat. It has to be wheat, but still, 2 food is 2 food. You know what I mean? 2 food is 2 food, and especially with wild card birds like this, I can always just jump it here. So this is my next target. Bonus cards are always great. Not really like the best when you're trying to build an engine out, but like if you can get them and if you get them at the end of the game, or if they don't have anything to do with your engine, you're just playing them to play them, then they are actually really fantastic. So Gummy draws again. Yeah, he's drawing again. Like it just doesn't seem so efficient. Like I guess he wants to roll for his extra points. Seems like he got it. So LSCRL decides his next move is to play. Wow, I guess they were the 2 of the same bird. They look really similar. But now he's got a good food engine, and in his mind, yeah, he's chilling because he also has an egg engine. So it's like pretty cool in his mind. For me, now we start to draw. We get 2 cards, so we're obviously going to draw here and something from the deck. So let's see. Yeah, we draw this guy. We draw this guy right here. This is a good one. It's another star nest, once again, contributing to objectives. Easy to play, gets us more food. So now we're going to go ahead and grab food from the bird feeder. Let's see. What was my decision? So it was definitely... I think it was to get the rat, because if you get the wheat, more often than not, the next person who gets food is going to reroll. So I actually wanted to go 3rd here. I don't know who I opted to. Oh no, I decided to just grab the rat. Okay, yeah, I grabbed the rat so that it forces one of them to grab one of those 2, then they can't reroll. And therefore, if this guy wants to reroll, he only takes 1 from the deck. So there's 4 dice for me to choose from to get a potential wheat. Like, this is one of the timings that you kind of need in this game. So, obviously there's 2 wheat, so he can't take that away from me. And then I'm able to get my second wheat thanks to this bird right here. Yeah. So now this engine's coming along nicely. What does Homeboy do? He gets some food. He's going to lay some eggs. Really convenient for me. I don't even know if it's convenient because my first 2 birds are really playing. But, when I decide to play my second bird, it definitely speeds the process up, just getting that free egg. Those free egg, free eggs at the beginning of the game, I think is so debilitating. Or not debilitating, but it's so good for your opponent that it's just not worth getting the extra egg on your part. Because then they don't have to, they don't have to march in and, they don't have to march in and get an egg. Go to the egg. You save them a whole action, and during the beginning of the turns, it is super critical. So this guy, what does he do? Oh, this guy goes back to food. Gives, I think, does he give us? No, I guess he denied giving us the 1 wheat, or the 1 slimy. So now we continue, grab more food, draw more cards. So now we're just hashing out our engine while getting food. So now this is a really good card right here, because it lets us tuck away a card, and it also lets us lay an egg. So now we don't even need to. We really don't even need to lay eggs until later on, because we're laying eggs, we're tucking in cards, we're getting points, we're getting food. Everything is happening down here. We have another easy bird to play here. This is a fun one. Once again, for the bird feeder, in terms of strategy, I forgot what I decided to do. I think the priority is to get this card on the field. So I want to grab the wheat. So I think the slimy. So I decided to go first. Yes, I end up getting the slimy. He gets the cherry. and he gets the wheat, so now that leads me to get a reroll, and obviously the chances are very high that there's going to be at least one wheat on 5 dice, so I cash in. Once again, another +2 food, +2 cards. You know, right now we're smooth sailing. I'm so tempted to click confirm, force of habit. So Gummy over here, Gummy plays a bird. He plays a pretty big bird now. So now he's like, you know, he's going to get a good food engine. So now this is exactly where it's like, it's kind of redundant now for them to get food because they have good to decent food engines. So they're not really getting as much advantage. They're still getting advantage, but they're not getting as much as they should be. Like, if, you know, because if a guy has a draw engine and then somebody's feeding him food, then that's great for him. You know, because now he can combo the cards that he's drawing off of the food that he's getting. Or if somebody has both and, you know, has both food and drawing engine and doesn't have eggs, is lacking on eggs, if somebody gives him a free egg, then it's really good. So I go ahead and play the bird now. So now I've got this. So not only do I have my disgusting engine set up, I also have a very commanding lead in the first objective. So, you know, that's easy. Like, I've always said, you know, if you can win first place in the objective, great. Do it, go for it, or even tie first place. But getting second and third, the difference between second and third is very minimal. It's absolutely minimal. And you would be better off continuing your plays. Don't fight for a third, or don't fight for second. Let's see. LSCRL ends up playing a bird. He plays this. It's a, if you tuck one in, draw one card. So yeah, now he's got like, you know, a cool food. Now he's got food and draw engine right here. Like, so he, you know, like I said, he thinks he's chilling as well. He thinks he's chilling. Okay, so I decided to draw more cards and get more food. So I get this, the movie bird, and I end up getting this. So I think these are 2 duds. Neither of these cards I will be using. I end up tucking that other blue bird, like literally useless. We're just scrolling over it because we want, you know, to highlight the good stuff. So obviously here, what we do is, I think I'm gonna grab a cherry here. I'm gonna grab a cherry. No, oh no, I'm going to, oh okay, I'm gonna let this guy grab food first. So he grabs the rat, so I'm obviously going to reroll, or am I gonna grab the cherry? Oh, there you go. So I roll absolutely fantastically. So then I can grab this right here. And then he's obviously probably gonna reroll. And yeah, he re-rolls the blood dice. He gets that, and he gets this, and there's still wheat. So right now, we are still getting 2 food per. Honestly, the correct way to have done this was to play this first, get a free food, and then play this. That way, you can gain wheat first and then position it after. Because this is like risky. Because if you don't roll a wheat on the rerolls, or only roll one, and one of these guys take it, then you lose out on your food. But like I said, these are just tiny optimizations to said engine. So Gummy's gonna play another bird. He's gonna play a really big bird right here. But to me, I've always said, unless you have the crows or some crazy draw engine on eggs, I think playing birds and eggs in like the first 2 rounds it's not really that great to me. It's not that great. So I end up winning the objective, but I'm still down by 2 points at the end of the first round. My bonus card is, still at 0, but definitely I'm like 100% optimistic that I'm killing it right now, because like I feel that my engine is just absolutely nasty. Like, he has a case for his engine to be absolutely nasty as well. But like I said, he has 0 cards. He'll be drawing 1 at a time, if anything. So he's kind of slowed down. Let's see. So I go first. Let's take a look at these. Anything I want here? Oh, shoot. What was it? Is there anything I wanted here? Yeah, I wanted this right here. I wanted this. I think it was a miss, because this would have been cool. This would have been cool to tuck a card in and then lay another egg so that we could lay multiple eggs. But it ended up being a blessing that I didn't do that. I ended up actually playing... Yeah, I ended up playing this because I just wanted to see. I just wanted to have vision and visibility to see what exactly I was dealing with. So then I got birds that can only live in the plains, the grasslands habitat, and birds that have at least 4 eggs laid on them. Obviously, I have no birds that have 4 egg spots, and I already have 4 of them on the field. So, you know, and we have 1. So in my mind, okay, all I need is 1 more to get the minimum requirement. So definitely, we're taking that first bonus card. Boom. So we're grabbing that. Let's see what Gummy does. Gummy decides to draw. Like I said, doesn't matter. Yeah, he decides to draw. I think he ends up drawing this, or one of them draws that. And I remember in the middle of the game, I was mad because I was like, oh damn, like, you know, 2 eggs in here, tucking in 2 cards, getting points. But then I realized, you know, like, I'm gonna run out of room on eggs, as you'll see later. Let me keep going. All right, my turn. I think I'm gonna go draw as usual. Ooh, so I think, yeah, this card popped up here, and I just had to snag it immediately. Because like I said, look at the hand that I'm building. Like, this is a cuppy bird, 2 cuppy birds, 3 cuppy birds, right? 4 cuppy birds, potentially 5, 6, 7, 8 already. So like in my hand, I'm thinking, oh wow, this is going to be a plus 13 bird if I can ever get it out. You know what I mean? That's insane. So I had to draw that, obviously. So let's see what my second draw was. The second draw was another really solid card. This is actually perfect because it, you know, it can get me the 4th objective here. I have 2 eggs, and then I can start drawing 3 cards at a time. I'm missing the fish, or no, I'm missing the fish and the slimy for this guy. So, you know, I might have to hold off on him. I tuck in a card, gain another egg. Whatever. So now we roll. We luckily get the fish that we want because we're such a luck box. Gumi from the bird feeder. I don't think he re-rolls. No, he decides to just grab that, and then that's actually really good for me because LSCRL decides to re-roll. Okay, so no wheat here for me this time. So this is the first time it fails. Rest in peace. It would have been nice because I wanted to kind of just like use the extra wheat plus maybe the rat or something to immediately play the big blue bird for the bonus cards. So shoot, what did Gummy do? Oh, but like I said, this is where they fucked up because Gummy went to get eggs. He gave me a free slimy, so now I am chilling. Like, I am chilling. I get to play my big bonus bird, no questions asked, like really easily. So he decides to play that bird. Let's take a look at what his engine is looking like as of late. So now he's got 2 cards here. He's got to tuck an egg as well. So, you know, like I said, LSCRL, he looks like he's chilling. He looks like he's thriving, honestly. However, at the moment, my engine is better. Like, I guess I have a points lead right here. Boom. So another bonus card. So look, like, I mean, we have the points lead. We have the 2 bonus card lead, even though this bonus card right here is essentially dead. I need 4 big birds. This is the first big bird I have. So now we have birds with this nest and birds that have at least 1 egg laid on them. Always go for this one. Like, if you're not playing 9 birds in Wingspan, unless you have like I guess the penis build where it's like 5 in the egg zone and then 1 here and 1 here, then there's like, you should always be able to acquire 9 birds. Otherwise, you fucking suck at the game. So I ended up grabbing that. It's funny in hindsight. I think that would have, the other one would have given me an extra point. But like I said, we're not splitting hairs. We're not splitting hairs over that extra point. We want what's guaranteed. You know, what's the most flexible. That's why those birds with star habitats are so fucking valuable, and I have 2 of them in my hand. So Gummy decides to go ahead and play the big boy on Wild Turkey. Not too bad of a play, like I said. I think it's just too many resources at the beginning of the game to play the big birds or to even draw them. If you're actively seeking to draw the big birds, I think that's really not optimal. If they end up getting in your hand by like a Heart of the Cards or somebody gives you a free card, then yeah, that's fine. But I still think it's just not optimal at the beginning of the game, unless you really need it to get to kind of like 2 food or to get to draw 2 cards, the second level objective. So this guy, I think he draws more cards, right? Yeah, he's here. He's just drawing more cards. Now it's back to our turn. So now we're halfway through the round. We're looking at the wood nest objective. Clearly, we only have one. So we're looking for more starbirds here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play. Oh, no, I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw and get more food. So I get to draw this. So now I'm happy because 1, 2, 3, I have 1, 2, 3. Let me actually draw. Oh yeah, I drew these two. I draw these two and then the third one from the deck. Because then with this, and this, I essentially in my mind, I'm like, okay, I have all four birds I need to get the 8 points on this bonus card. So I draw one more from the deck. It's an irrelevant card. I think I tucked that one straight in. No. I think I end up tucking. Yeah, I took that owl in. I went to go to the bird feeder. So looking at my hand right now, definitely I need a cherry because I definitely am gonna play this. So I'm obviously gonna go first. I'm gonna secure the cherry. No, I get the wheat. Huh? How do I get the wheat? I guess it's flexible either way. It's just so I can get this or this, but I think maybe the cherry would have been better to grab. So he gets the cherry. No reroll. Perfect scenario where I get the reroll here, so then I can get the maximum opportunity to get the wheat that I desire. Obviously, there's plenty of wheat to burn. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the wheat, and that'll be the end of my turn. So, like I said, I'm chilling. I'm chilling in food. Like, him and I look neck and neck, but it's like I've got so much more food than him, so much more cards, so much more bonus cards. I'm way the fuck ahead. So Gumi over here, he's drawing with his little shit, engine right here. Like, it's only drawing one card at a time, so he is behind, if I do say so myself. Yeah, he doesn't really have much of an engine. Like LSCRL looks behind right now, but because he only has 23 points to my 31 and his 30, but his engine is great, but it's just a little bit slower. So now this is the godsend where he gets the bird that lets you draw 4 cards. You pick the first one, then you pass it to your opponent. So he picks one, and then I think he blesses me. Where is it? So he picks one, and then he blesses me with these 3 options. And this is even easier to play, and it satisfies the requirements of the birds that can only live here. So this is fucking fantastic. I'm like, I gotta grab that, obviously. I'm obviously going to take that bird, no questions asked. Now I can be flexible on which bird I play in this habitat. Obviously, this bird is going to go straight into there because the sooner it's on the field, the sooner I can grab those eggs. We have 2 moves left in this round, and we still have yet to do something here. So I think my next move was literally to play this bird and then just get 3 eggs, and then hopefully, try to pull out second. Like I said, first is not something. So looking at this guy, he's already got 2 here, so he could get 4 potentially. This guy has this feature, but he has no eggs, so let's kind of speed this up. So he plays that, wastes another egg. Homeboy decides to get more food. Yeah, he decides to get more food and then tuck and go. So he's gonna lay eggs. That lets me lay 1 egg as well. Yep, I lay it here. So we are chilling like a villain. Bam, boom. Gain from the supply. Very nice. So it's our turn now, right? So now this is the last. No, it's still not the last turn. So it's 2 turns. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play my bird. Boom. Perfect right here. It's another, its effect is great when it happens, but you don't really play this bird for the effect. You play this bird for, the star habitat, the fact that it can take any 2 food you fucking want. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So I'm already taking advantage of this. Somebody hit the lay eggs action, so I get to put it on my starbird. So now, no, I decided to put on the cuppy bird. Why did I put on the cuppy bird? Oh, yeah, because this is going to get filled anyway. This is going to get filled anyway. think is what I was thinking, as I was gonna go eggs on my last turn. That's probably why. I get another slimy, which continues to speed up the process. You know, now I'm one away from here. I essentially have these two. It makes it just a hell of a lot faster for your boy. So he's gonna play a bird. He's gonna snag himself a bonus card. Where does he decide to place it? In the middle. Yeah, exactly. This is perfect. This is the right time to be putting it there. So it's back to me. My last turn, like I said, is going to be laying eggs. I'm going to be laying eggs. No questions about that. I think so. I have 5 to end the round. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can easily win if he decides to go, but he decides to get food. So I think I get second place this round. LCRL. I think he decides to. I think he plays a bird. What did he do? Oh no, he got eggs. He got eggs, I think. Yeah, he got 2 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was able to put one on the nest here. I think I decided to put it here, just to be ahead of the curve when it's time to start focusing on the round 3 objectives. So boom, we're chilling, and now we move on to round 3. I'm already at 45 points, 37, 36, which is actually crazy just how hyper offensive this game has become. So homeboy is gonna draw from here. I forgot what he drew. It doesn't really matter. He goes drawing. He goes hunting. He was successful on this thing, which is a godsend for me because now I get my cherry, no questions asked. That's where I grab the cherry. Yep. So now, like I said, I have flexibility. I think my mentality this round was for sure I needed to play this. I wanted to play this bird, and I wanted at this point I was trying to get this bird on here because this is gonna get me a guarantee slimy. So then I can afford this. This is the trickiest bird. If like my luck doesn't run well, or you know he decides not to activate this, then I don't get a slimy, and then I might be out of luck. So this guy, he plays a big bird, assuming. Yeah, it's a pretty big bird, and every time somebody lays eggs, it's punishing. So I go ahead and end up playing this bird. Yep, here. So I play this bird here. Yeah, I want to get my egg space in the green zone up so I can try to win this objective. Oh, I do end up winning. No, end up winning. Yeah, I did end up winning the second round. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so now the goal is to make it with the food being untouched. Thank God this guy is, greedy, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna play the double bird, Unga Bunga double bird, because when you have a double bird in your hand, the one that lets you play a second one, you're ready. You're ready to rock and roll. So Gumi goes ahead and plays that. LSCRL goes ahead and looks like he gets food. Yeah. He gets food from the bird feeder, but thank God he left this here. So I am getting a little lucky on these rolls, on these top deck draws per se. For sure, he's getting food, which means he's giving me free eggs here. Not like they are super relevant at this point, but free eggs are free eggs. So he gains one from the supply. Now it's my turn. At this point, I decide to go ahead and just secure. Grab 2 wheats, 2 slimies, then everyone gets a slimy, because now look. So now I have all 3 to satisfy this bird condition. That would leave me with 3. That would leave me with 3 of these slimies. That would be enough for this, and now all I need is 1 free food somewhere. And then, 2 very common types of food, and I'll be chilling. This guy plays another bird. Also, it's good because it's a bird that has a chance to activate this, to proc this guy's ability. LSCRL, what do you do? He decides to draw, so he's drawing here. So hopefully this last bird right here has, you know, succeeds, so then I can get my free food. I think he does succeed after he draws. Come on, hunt for it. Yep, he succeeds, which lets me get the final wheat that I wanted. Or the final slimy guy, why I keep calling it fucking wheat. So now, the master plan is like coming into motion in my opinion. Wahahaha. Boom. I decided to play this bird as well. So now I have even more room for cuppy birds and whatnot. I think my next move is to play, I'm going to be playing this bird, and then I'm just going to go double eggs in this round. Let's see. Grabs food from the bird feeder. No, he's... Yeah, and then I'm able to get another food. I'm going to grab a rat, because now I'm trying to set this up right here. Because with somebody giving me free, you know, free wheat, where it's like, you know, or free slimy, take one slimy from the supply, and then this being whatever the fuck it wants to be, now I'm chilling. The rat is the hardest thing to attain. Oh, look, somebody gave us free grain. I don't know. Yeah, all players getting one from the supply. So Gummy also awards us with more advantage. So this is why, like, I'm turboing through it. And the crazy thing is, right now, it looks like everybody's doing a fantastic job. We're all neck and neck and stuff like that. Everyone has copious amounts of food. But it's just kind of crazy that they are objectively super behind at this point. So now, I think I'm going to go ahead and play it. Yep, we're going to play this bird. This will let us get 3 eggs and then 2 here. So we can literally essentially be plopping 5 eggs down at a time. Somebody lays an egg, so I even get a free egg. So it's kind of like, oh crap, now I'm running out of room here. Now, like, I'm running out of room. Let's see. So now we're here at the start of the final turn, right, to get this objective, eggs in the green place. So he's got 3, so getting 3 here, he could have 6, potentially 7. This guy has 5, he could potentially have 8. 1, 2, 3, and then me, the goofy ass that I am, I have 4. I could potentially, you know, get 9, however I only have 8 spots. Unfortunate. Yeah, so I still have 2 moves here, right? So I think I decided to go ahead and play the bird. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I did. I decided to play the bird so that I could, like, plop all of the eggs down. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 eggs. Just absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like, you know, look at my score shoot up now. And now there's 1, 2, 3 slots left here. So I won't even have enough room to activate that. And this is actually where I make my choke play, because, let's see, let's let them expand their turns. Boom. So yeah, this guy goes back to eggs and lays eggs. My turn? Yeah, so everyone's turn is done, right? So now I'm looking at myself saying, okay, look, this guy's got 7. He could potentially get more. This guy has 8. But when I do lay eggs, he's going to have... no, this guy has 9, so this guy won already 10. So I'm thinking this myself, I'm competing against that. 7. I have 4. I could have put 1, 2, 3, or I have 5. I would have 8, and I'd be able to beat him. And I misplayed, because what I did was I ended up laying eggs, but I didn't cover all of these. And the reason I didn't want to cover all of these is because I wanted to say, hey, I wanted to use this. However, if I just used 4 eggs, plop them down here, and then not use that, then, you know, obviously Gummy would not have been able to lay the 8th egg to tie me. So Like, you know, it's 1 point safe, but still, you know, it's just kind of about being as optimal as possible. So at the end of the round, he has 8 eggs, and I also have 8 eggs. So it's a tiebreaker for second place there. You know, we're already at 69. We're already 69 with 5 moves to go. You know what I mean? 5 moves to go. We're about to finish up, you know, this bonus card requirement. This is going to naturally work itself out. However, the gods decide to kind of like smile upon us luck-wise, because now we've got like, you know, okay, this is a cool bird right here. So I'm like, oh, I want that bird. I hope he doesn't draw it. Obviously, he should logically draw it, because now those big birds towards the end of the game, they're definitely worth their value, because you have an engine. That bird is cheap. It's only 2 slimy for 8 points. It's fucking nice. So, you know, you think you're chilling. Let's see what comes out. Let's see what comes out at the top of the deck. So it's up to me. So now I get so now I get this bonus card. I'm gonna draw this last, obviously, because I get 3 draws. So, boom, boom. Ooh, see, I get lucky. I get the freaking bald eagle, the 9-piece bald eagle, and obviously I'm gonna draw this because not only like initially this was gonna be my final play here, where after you pay the egg cost, it's like a net 5 points. Paying the net cost of this cost is a net 3 points, but it could be potentially a lot more depending on the bonus card that you get. At the very least, it would break even if you got one of those bonus cards. It's like, you know, 1 tuck-in power or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and draw from the deck. What did I draw as my third? Whatever I drew as my third was irrelevant. I just tucked it in. So let's see here. So I decided to go get for the bird feeder. Let's take a look at where we're at now. So obviously we've got to be re-rolling here. We're for sure re-rolling. Yep, I think we're gonna grab the slime. No, we're gonna. Oh yeah, we're gonna grab the fish because we're gonna try to satisfy the requirement here. Boom. Everyone gets their fill. I don't think I cash in on cashing the wheat. So this guy's getting food as well. He's hunting. He's successful. He activates this guy again, and on the reroll, there's a fish, baby. There's a fish. Yeah, grab that fish. So now we have enough for the big, bad American bald eagle. All we're missing now is 1 more wheat, and we are chilling. And lo and behold, LSCRL grabs food right here, and this bird lets us get 1 wheat. So we can literally play our 2 birds, these 2 birds, and then just spam eggs like crazy. Boom. So I think did he play that? Yeah, he did play that. Like I said, a big bird, so good move on his part. 69, 75. You know, looks like he's catching up. But now I decide to go ahead and put this guy to the front. So let's see what bonus cards we draw. Oh, so now it's just a godsend for us because we get this one. See, like I said, at the very least, if this card didn't exist, this would be 2 points right here. You know, 5 plus 2 is 7. With a 2 egg, cost us 5. Same thing here. So it's the same thing. So that's why we play this bird. Not only that, this bird has 4 egg slots, and it helps us at least fight for the final objective. Because now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 slots. In terms of the egg slots. Looking at everyone else's egg slot, yeah, he's got a lot here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he doesn't have enough slots to beat me to begin with. None of them do. 2, 4, 6. They don't have enough slots. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the final bonus card that we draw. Oh no, we already saw it. Birds with a cuppy nest. I'm tripping. So we already have that. 1 cuppy, 2 cuppy, 3 cuppy, 4 cuppy, 5 cuppy, 6 cuppy, 7 cuppy, 8 cuppy, as you saw earlier when we launched out 8 eggs thanks to this god bird right here. So Gummy gets the really nice Atlantic Puffin, the star bird, bonus cards. Star habitat, not a star bird, but you already know what I mean. LSCRL decides to play a bird. He's gonna play another big bird. So see, they're playing it well. Everyone is playing is whipping out the big birds now. So now I go ahead and place down the bald eagle, just a +7 because you have to take away 2 from 9 in terms of the profit of this move. If I were to just go to eggs alone, that would be 5, 6, 7. It would match how much advantage I'm getting, but I would also be giving 1 egg to each of my opponents. So technically, it's like a -6, you know, or it's a +6 instead of a -7. Maybe even +5 if that's how you think about it. So this guy activates his power. I think I get to lay another bird. No, or lay another egg. No. Yeah. So now literally the rest of this game is just me spamming eggs. And then every time they lay eggs, I get to lay eggs as well. I end up, you know, if we fast forward this shit, I just end up basically playing it perfect and getting every single space covered to the brim with eggs. So I literally maxed out my egg population, so it couldn't have been better. Obviously put the 4 here to secure that, and then make sure we leave enough cuppy nests open for this, you know, leaving 1 there, there's 1 here, there's 1 here, there's 1 here, you know, 1 left to go here, 1 left to go here. That way it's kind of like, you know, we know where to go. Yeah, so I put them here at the top just to avoid confusion. And that's the end of my turn right there. So he's gonna go ahead and hold on to another egg down there. I get to put it wherever the fuck I want. Yeah, so like the rest of this is literally just, yeah, it's literally, you know, just people laying eggs. You know, I'm getting advantage, I think. Somebody else is getting advantage. LSCRL is getting advantage every time Gummy lays an egg, so works for me. So we're already at 96, which is insane. Like, with the end round goals, we for sure eclipse 100, unless you're just stupid or you just don't show up, because we made it over the hump. 100, baby. Alright. Yeah, and we're just laying eggs for our final turns. So now let's go ahead and tally up the result. Look at that, 101 before the bonus cards. Like, that's crazy. It's insane, yo. But not even before the end of the round goal. So LSCRL has, you know, he didn't max this out. It's tough to max the green one out. He got 8 of those, right? He got a lot of those guys that only eat wheat, you know? LSCRL. It's fine. Let's just look at the numbers. So I was able to max this bonus card out. Obviously, I chose the wrong one. Max this card out. And max this card out. Yeah. Because, like, if we look at the birds that have under 65 centimeter wingspan, there's 1, 2, 3. Nah, fuck it. We'll look at it later. Either way, at the end of the day, what's just nutty about this freaking game is everyone scored over 100, and there were two losers. Like, normally when you're scoring 100 in this game, you're chilling, you're good. But this is the highest score I've ever seen. I think the guy messaged me too. He's like, this is the highest score I've ever seen. Like, it was the fact that, you know, the rolls on the bird feeder were going the right way, and then these two were giving me the right advantage at the right time, and I just kind of, like, you know, rode the wind of the sails or whatever, like rode the wind out to sea and continued to capitalize on it, and that's what kind of resulted in this high scoring ridiculous win. But yeah, let me know if you guys kind of enjoy this recollection. I know it was a little bit fast, but you know what, I think I like it better. Like I said, instead of hearing just silence for like every 5 minutes when people are making decisions. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.